Hey everybody, Neil Thompson, founder of Teach the Geek here. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. And always remember to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Every little bit helps. I want to talk a bit about technical conference talks and 3 things that you can do to make your technical conference talk the best it can be. The first is use more slides. I find that with a lot of these talks, they try to jam a lot of information onto one slide. And especially if you're somebody in the audience who maybe isn't up to speed as to what the person is talking about, it's really difficult to digest all that information on one slide. So try to use more slides. You certainly can make it so that it makes sense for you to do that, and just from slide to slide have one idea, maybe a couple of ideas on one slide, as opposed to trying to jam a whole lot of ideas onto one slide. So that's one thing. The second thing I want to mention is graphs and tables. A lot of the times, the titles of these graphs and tables are maybe what the x-axis is, what the y-axis is, x over y, or x versus y, or y versus x. I forget which one. But ultimately, what you want the title of your graph or table to be is what you want to convey to the audience, so that they don't have to think really hard about what this graph or table means. Especially if you're somebody in the audience, as again, who's not up to speed as on what this person is talking about, that's really going to help. They don't have to think too hard about what this graph or table is supposed to convey. They know exactly what's supposed to convey from the title. And of course, you'll talk to what the graph or table conveys as well during your actual talk. So that's the second one. The third one is time. Especially at these conferences, the talks are timed because there's an agenda for the conference. It's so unfortunate when people go over time, because it just throws off the entire agenda. So I'm a big fan of using a timer when actually giving your presentation. I certainly do that, even for technical talks. For non-technical talks, it doesn't matter. I have my phone. Your phone has a timer on it, or a stopwatch, and I start it. So I make sure that I look at it every now and then to see if I'm within time, and I know when I'm supposed to stop. So I know when to wrap up. So I think it's really helpful to just have that timer there to keep you on track, to make sure that you don't go over time. Also, I think it's disrespectful to the audience to go over time, and it's disrespectful to the conference organizers, because they took a whole lot of time to put the conference together and put the agenda together. So don't be that person that throws the agenda off whack. So those are the 3 tips I want to provide in making sure that your technical presentation is the best it can be. 1, you want to make sure that you use more slides and don't try to cram a whole bunch of ideas onto one slide. It's really difficult to digest all of that, especially if you're coming from, a non-technical background, or at least you don't have the same technical expertise as the person giving the presentation. The second one is titles of graphs and tables. Make sure that those titles convey what you want the audience to understand about that graph or table, so they don't have to think too hard about what those graphs and tables mean. And then also use a timer when it comes to giving your presentations, to make sure that you're within time and you don't go over. Thanks. Again, my name is Neil Thompson. I'm the founder of Teach the Geek. I work with technical professionals so they present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. And always remember to like and subscribe to this channel. Every little bit helps. Take care.